Well, today we're going to introduce the Mustang to the channel. It's got a 62,000 mile 4.8 out of a wrecked truck we got from my buddy over at Bernier's Towing. It's got a 99 4.8, 95 4L60E in it, two-wheel drive trans, of course. As you can see, motor mounts are not complete yet. Working on getting the manifolds fixed so they clear the steering issue down there. It is 4-lug. It is a 25th anniversary edition car. I put half-inch K-frame spacers in it I got from my buddy Eric Millard. They're kind of hard to see down in there. And yes, there's ones in the lower bottom too, with all new bolts and lock washers and lock nuts. It's a 25th anniversary edition 1990 Foxbody Mustang. Interior's a little rough because somebody had a small block Chevy in it. I managed to lose the keys, so I had to pop steering column apart when I bought this. This came from Arkansas for $500, clean Arkansas title. It's got aluminum big block 3-core radiator out of Corey 79 K5 Blazer you guys will see eventually on the channel. And it's already got aftermarket wheels on it. It's not perfect, but it is a pretty clean car. But you can see over here how we have the new bolts in it. And it's 4-lug. I do not know the gears. It's not a perfect car by any means. It needs a lot of loving yet, but it's gonna get LS swapped and subframe connectors through the floor by the help of my buddy Eric Millard. He's done it and ran 930s in the quarter on the way he's done it. I got one manifold done for the passenger side, you guys will see here in a little bit. They already modified so it'll fit. And then when I get this other manifold all done, we'll get back with you guys. But as you can tell, the Mustang's getting work done to it too. Finally, it sat for 6 months after I got it. I gotta get a big cowl hood because as you can tell, it is not gonna clear very well with the truck accessories and the truck intake on it. And I am okay with going with the 6-inch cowl hood. So, we'll be back with you very soon. Well, we ran into another problem with the steering of this thing. For some reason, they're not made to have big old lumpy exhaust manifolds in the way because of the steering, even though the motor is set off 2 inches to the passenger side to help compensate. So, as you can see, I've already cut this manifold up once to get the flange where I need it to be. Now, I have to cut this whole section back out of it because I put the K-frame spacers in it thinking it would help. And now, this clears, but this area needs to be flattened down. It's just a 4.8 and we're not turboing it for a while. And if we do turbo it, the manifolds will actually get flipped around and I'll probably put headers on it to build the turbo kit for this car. And it depends because we're debating on spraying nitrous in this car instead, because we haven't sprayed nitrous ever in our lives, but we've had turbo cars. You can see I've cut this whole manifold down and moved it all forward to get it done. To move this flange forward so it'd clear the firewall. Another big chunk cut out on top of one I already put in. So now we're gonna look around here for another piece of flat steel. Here it is. Yes, I'll clean the paint off of it before I put it together. But that's gonna be sunk into there and file fitted in so it'll flatten out, so I'll be able to get past that wonderful steering knuckle that is hard to see down there. But as you can see, we cut manifolds up all the time. How's it coming over there, J-Mo?
Coming.
It's coming? J-Mo's gonna use the good old cherry picker over there to suspend the turbo so we can get the one side tacked up, then get the turbo out of the way so we can build the crossover pipe, because we have a dual scroll turbo, so we have to have a pipe from each side so it spools right. He's cleaning up his mess over here is what he's really doing. We're just going to hide it back there in the dark corner by the big 220 air compressor. We have not plumbed yet, so we can't use it. Plugs in and works. You're having too much fun, J-Mo. You ready to get the cherry picker over here?
Yep, let's get her over here.
Awesome. Oh crap, we got a bunch of mess on the floor. That LS had 4 spun rod bearings. We bought that just for the heads. And then that's the bad one out of the parts truck that had no oil pressure. Getting to it, huh? Here's the new bolts that I had to get for the Mustang, but I got a little bit longer ones. I changed my mind and wanted them longer. Here's the old K-frame bolts out of the Mustang. We'll save those because you never know. Might end up pulling the spacers back out of it. You just never know. Crossover tube for it. My boy watching YouTube Kids and watching Blippi. Want to say hi to everybody? No, you don't want to say hi to everybody? Just eating your popcorn? Yeah.